Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impressions, which hasn't actually been that long. I just feel like it's been a while since I've done one. This is the Unearthly Cosmetics Dead of Night palette. Now I got this in PR last year. They sent me a PR box with a few different bits in it. Got the Fairy Frolic palette and I got the Resurgence palette and I got Dead of Night. And I left Dead of Night for last because this is my kind of colour story. Oh, she is beautiful. Like, I have been so excited to get into this palette. I have been dying to play with these colours. I want them all over my face. And today, once I looked at my list of what was next for me to film, and it was this, and I was like, yes, I'm dying to play with this palette. Cannot wait to get more into this palette, into these shimmers. They're beautiful. It's kind of like dreamy, spooky. Like the cover is kind of spooky and magical, and then the inside is kind of like that as well. So very fun looks, pops of colour, but also kind of sultry, smoky, and a little bit grungy as always. So I'm going to pop up some swatches as we are going through this and I go through some of the shades. We do have some neutrals in here. We've got like some grey kind of shades, and the shimmer that I use, and this is a silvery kind of taupey shade. Then you've got your pops of purple with some beautiful duochromes. The shade Star is stunning. Some navies. I'm very much in the navy zone right now. And the shade Dead of Night is like a royal blue shift kind of colour. And then the shade Forest, which is that metallic kind of olive green, and it's just, I can't wait to play with that shade. That's definitely going to be a focal point of my Two Looks One palette. I cannot wait for that. So I'm just so excited for this. I'm so excited to get into playing with this. I really have enjoyed playing with it, but I do already enjoy Unearthly Cosmetics formula, so that's no surprise here. Just before we get into the tutorial and all that jazz, my Instagram is linked down below. I post all my up close eye pictures and full face pictures of all of my looks, and my TikTok is down there as well for a little bit of extra content if you want to go give both of those a follow. So that is our intro. That is the palette we're focusing on for this video, so let us get into our first impressions. Okay guys, let's get into our first time using the Unearthly Dead of Night palette. This, out of the three palettes that they sent me last year, this is the one I'm the most excited about. I don't know what it is. The packaging is so kind of eerie, spooky, but a little bit magical. And then the inside colour story is just what dreams are made of. Like, ugh, these shimmers are so beautiful. I kind of played around with a few shades and I kind of have an idea in my mind of what I want to do with this. So I definitely want to use this kind of sequin navy down here, although I don't usually love sequin shades, which is a matte with sparkle in it, as opposed to an actual like shimmer like these ones. I definitely want to use this navy because I'm in a bit of a navy zone and I don't know why. Definitely going to use this. I'm going to use a little bit of this kind of teal shade to blend out. I really am interested in this kind of grey taupe down here, and then this, like, well, I say matte, is also a sequin shade for maybe my lower lash line. Do this, and then I want to do a lilac, this one here. So this is more pinky purple, this is more like violet-y purple. Do this one on my inner corner with a little bit of shimmer pressed on top. That's the vibe I'm thinking of. And I have some glitter I might add to it that kind of goes with it as well. Just before we get into the actual look, my skin is on, my brows are on, my eyeshadow primer is on. I've also got my cheeks kind of done, got my bronzer and my blush on right now, but I will go through that towards the end of the video, but everything else is listed down below. Okay, to start, we're going to take the shade Bedtime, which is that navy, and I'm taking that on a BB204 brush. This is like a navy with like purpley blue sparkles in it, and this is like a smaller, stubbier, fluffy brush, so I want a little bit of control with this. And this is going to go on my outer corner. It's going to be quite a standard eye. It's just more like the colours that I'm using and also where I'm placing certain shades as well. So we're just starting on the outer corner and working that into the crease. Oh, look how dark that is. Oh, she's pretty. So I'm bringing that the whole way through my crease as well, just for a little bit of definition. I'm going for kind of a rounded look. I've no reason why. I don't know if I planned that, but that's the look we're going for right now. Okay, once I have that on, I kind of slightly diffuse the edges a little bit just to help the blend with the teal. But now we're going to take the shade Cloud, which is this kind of teal. It's not super teal, it kind of leans more blue, but it's definitely got a bit of green in there. I'm going to start by stamping that right at the edge of the blue just to get a little bit of a beginning of it all, and then I'll start to diffuse the edges. Oh, I forgot to say, this is a BH Cosmetics Lavender Luxe number 8 brush, like the pinched kind of fluffy brush, just for a little bit of control. And then once I have that kind of stamped on, I'm going to start blending the edge. Unearthly colours just like blend so easy. They're so pretty. Okay, so normally at this stage I would do my lower lash line, leave shimmers till the end because, I don't know, shimmers are always the really special part of a look. But I kind of want to do the shimmer first because I don't know what kind of liner I want to use with this shade, whether I want to do a purple like this or if I want to do a black smoked out. I haven't decided yet. So I think when I do the shimmer here, I will decide after that. So we're going to take the shade Nightfall, which is gorgeous, like silver taupe, has a bit of a blue undertone to it as well, which I think will go really nice with the colours that I already have on right now. But in order to do our shimmers, we must prime for the shimmer. So I always use my NYX glitter primer. If you're new here, I use that to enhance all my shimmers, to make them stick better, they apply better. I just prefer how they apply with a glitter primer, so that's why I always use one. It's not necessary, especially with Unearthly Cosmetics formula and most formulas nowadays, but I do it with every formula, so it's not because I have to, it's because it's just how I like to apply shimmers. So just a very thin, light layer of it, just enough to get it a little bit tacky on the lid, and just applying it to that whole blank space. We're not doing any cut creases or anything right now. Might do a cut crease in my 2 looks with this palette, which I don't know exactly when is going to go up because I have another 2 looks on palette coming up, and I have another 2 looks on palette that I have to do as well. So there's a lot of 2 looks on palettes coming this year because I'm a little bit behind on those. But yeah, you're going to be fed with 2 looks on palettes, which always does well on my channel. And I think you, let me know, but I think you guys do like them. And this is why I don't worry about like what the lid looks like, where the shimmer or where the mattes lie on it, because we're going to cover it with shimmer anyway. So with that same brush that I just used, this is just one from eBay that I have. It's a really flat brush. It's got just, I just wiped it off, but it's got a little bit of residue from the glitter primer, which helps with fallout as well. But we're going to take Nightfall, this beautiful shimmer down here, and that is just going to go all over the lid. Oh, that is pretty. That is pretty. That, like, it's odd because it kind of has a, I don't want to say a transparent base, it doesn't, because it completely covers my lid, but it almost looks like it's got a transparent base. Oh, that's very nice. An odd colour, I love it. Just taking a little bit more of the navy, tiny little bit, and just dab that over the edge where that meets the shimmer, just to give us a little blend. And then I'm going to just fluff that into the crease to soften this line as well. Okay, I really don't know what liner I want, because I feel like this is the one I'm thinking of using, is the Graphic Purple from NYX, this pencil here. That's the swatch of it there, because that goes really well with the purples. But because the colours in the crease up here are so dark, I don't want my eye to be top heavy because that doesn't suit me. I like a nice heavy lower lash line, and I think a black might be better, but I also kind of want to use a pop of purple, tie in the purple on the inner corner. I'm conflicted. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use the purple, and then I'll use the shadow. And if it's a bit odd, I'll go over with black. Sound good? I think that sounds okay. I think we'll do it that way. So I'm going to start with the purple liner on my waterline and just get a nice application going. I already don't know if I like that. This is the process if you go through, because I don't think this is, it's kind of pulling pinker than I need it to be for that inner corner and for these cool tones. It kind of just looks like I look sick, which I don't mind that. But I think a black would be better. But now I have to do the other side with this to match it. But I'm actually going to go over with black straight away. Okay, for the black instead, we're going to go in with the Beauty Bay crayon eyeliner in the shade Ink. Looks like that. And it is just a twist up black liner. And we're just going to pop that in the waterline. Just cover over that purple. You'll kind of almost get a purple hint off it then after doing that. But just popping that in my waterline and very slightly down onto my lash line. When it comes to black liner, you want to do one eye first and then blend, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this little brush. This is a 231 from MAC. It's stained blue, but I'm going to take that and start smudging just so that my liner doesn't set straight away. But also you don't want to go like as far down as you think you're going to go with the black by drawing it on, because you're going to blend it down that far, and black will blend quite far for you. So, and you can always add more, but just start with a little bit. I think that was a good idea. I think actually the purple helped a little bit. I don't know why. It just gives a hint of purple. Okay, so now we're going to take the shade Gloom, which is another sequin shade. You'll always notice it because it's just like a sprinkle of sparkle in it. Like the sparkle is all the way through. It's just not, you know, a shimmery base. It's like, it looks like matte with like just twinkles in it. But we're going to take that on a Real Techniques shading brush, which is like a stubby, flattened, fluffy brush, but smaller. And we're going to use that to smoke out this black liner. Oh, it's like a little storm. Little stormy eyes. I love that so much. So we're going to take a Real Techniques detailer brush, which is like a little lip brush, but I like to use it on my eyes because I don't use lip brushes on myself. And we are going to take the shade Misty, which is gorgeous violet-y lavender sort of shade. See, for me, lavender is like this color and lilac is this one, because lilac is a bit warmer, has a little bit more pink in it, where lavender has like more of a blue undertone to it. And we're going to take that on the inner corner. Now it is matte, and I don't like matte inner corners on me, so I will top this with a bit of shimmer, either the kind of pinky shade, the shade, what is it called, Star, or my face highlight. I don't really know. I'm thinking face highlight, because I just think that'll keep it this color but shimmery. But I'm just packing a lot of that on because I really want this to stand out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is going to be pretty, especially when I have like the little bit of shimmer over top of it. It's almost like UV, even though it's matte. Just the way it glows against these stormy shades looks UV. So I think our look is done. I'm going to do the shimmer off camera because I'm going to do that with my highlight as well, but I'll show you what it looks like when I come back, and then you'll know what colour I used as well. And I'm going to finish off my eyes, finish my cheeks, do a lip. I'm thinking grey. I think grey is the way to go with this. Yeah, so I'll do all that and I'll let you know what I use when I come back. Alrighty guys, so this is how we finish off the look. I actually decided not to add any glitter because, I don't know, I kind of liked it once I put the lip on. I was like, I kind of like it as is, but I may use glitter in my 2 Looks On palette with this palette because I want to really get into a bit more creative with this palette and with my looks as well. So let me go through everything that I used on my face. So to finish off the eyes, super simple, I went in with my Zoeva Infinite Potential Full Volume Mascara on my top and my bottom lashes, because you've seen my liner already, I've done that on camera. And then my lashes are, what are they called? They're the Kiss Lash Couture Faux Mink Collection, and these are in the style Boudoir, which are really, they're kind of short, really short, but really dense, so they give that real smoky, sultry sort of look to the eye. For bronzer, I went in with my Fenty Beauty Sun Stalkr bronzer in the shade In the Sun, and I just bronzed up my face with that, which I already had on at the beginning. And then a new product for me, another one to add to my collection because I'm obsessed with these. I got another Made by Mitchell Blursh, and this is in the shade My Darling, which is a little bit more of a neutral pink. It's still quite pink, but more neutral than the pinks that I have, so I popped that on my cheeks. And then for my highlighter, I know I used this recently in my birthday Get Ready With Me, but I used my Ghostface, what is it, the highlighter duo, the icon of Halloween duo, and I used a more silver shade up here because it kind of has a lilac-y sort of shift in it as well. Used that on my face, and I did pop a little bit of that just over the lilac on the inner corner just to glow that up a little bit. And then for lip, super simple, this is the KVD Beauty Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. It's the old kind of one, and this is in the shade Wolf, which is just like a cool tone grey, which I think matches the lower lash line really nicely, and also because it's cool tone, it matches the bluey tones as well. So that is it. That is us using the Dead of Night palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. As I said, I've been so excited to get into this palette. This colour story is just stunning. Cannot wait to use this shimmery green. I don't know how I'm going to use it, and I cannot wait to use this beautiful like royal blue shimmer. Yeah, I'm very excited. And the purples, I don't know what way I want to do it. I don't know yet. So if you have any ideas, let me know down below, because we'll be a little bit of time before I film my looks with this, so I will have a little bit of time to check out your comments and decide on what I want to do. So let me know in the comments down below, and also let me know what do you think of this look. Do you like this palette? Do you have this palette? Let me know all of that down below. If you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support to get me around to more people, and also let me know that you like the video, and I will continue to do many more. And don't forget to subscribe down below to see many more videos coming. We have got more first impressions, more 2 Looks On palettes. As I said, there's going to be a lot of them this year. Declutters are going to continue. I know I'm taking a little bit of a break at the minute because I have to sit down and film it and like clear off my desk and do all that, but I haven't had time. Been very busy in work, so that will be coming soon, so hit subscribe down below to see that coming soon. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below, where I post all the up close eye pictures and full face pictures of all of my looks. We're still in the backlog right now, but I do post more recent ones sometimes. Yeah, I just have a big backlog list of things because my hard drive broke for a while and I had to get it fixed. Well, I had to get it recovered onto a new hard drive. So go follow that down below, and my TikTok is down there for some extra content. And I think that's everything for me, guys. I will see you in the next video.